Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. In this video, I was supposed to be creating a chocolate egg nail, but I didn't make the nail almond enough, I don't think, and it just looks like a chocolate bar now. So you decide what it is, and I'll tell you how I done it. A little bit boo. Oh my god, it's even worse this morning. So I am creating a thin layer of brown acrylic on the nail. This is called Choc Brownie from Nao. So it's a brown acrylic with a nice little shimmer through it. So I'm just making this layer thin because we're going to be creating some little blocks. I'm going to be using my size 4 3D alpha brush from Nailcessities. And on the nail I am going to be, this is what I'm going for. I'm going to put a picture of an egg in here. So this is what I was going for. So I'm going to put little beads of acrylic onto the nail and shape them just randomly into, they're not even particular shapes, are they, on the eggs? They're kind of like all different shapes. But I'm going to do lots of different random shapes next to each other with a groove in between them all. Initially I tried to do this nail. I made little grooves in the acrylic using my cuticle tool, and then I capped it in clear, but it didn't have the same effect that I was going for. So again, you can see I've popped a bead on the nail. I am shaping it with my alpha brush, my 3D alpha brush, and then I'm going to put a groove in between them. I don't want the groove to be too wide. I'm going to show you a couple more beads. So I want to make sure they go all the way to the edge of the nail as well. So I'm going to put a little bead at the bottom. Making sure that those beads on the nail don't touch. You could do a square nail and then just do these in like squares, and then it could be like a proper chocolate bar nail. I'm just going to do one more bead just to show you. This nail actually took me ages to do. So if you're doing this on a client, I would probably keep this like as an accent nail because it's quite time consuming. So you can see I've left a gap between the other bead next to it, and I'm just sort of straightening off some of the edges just into a random shape. Like a dairy milk chocolate Easter egg. There we are. So I'm just going to do the whole nail like that, but I'm not going to film it all because we'd be here all day. So this is where I got to. I think it looks awesome. So I'm just going to file around the edge just to make sure there are no like rough bits. Then I'm just going to put on a very thin layer of top coat, no wipe top coat, really thin. I want to make sure I get in all the grooves, but I don't want to flood them. So I'm just going to sort of run the brush through them with very little product on. If you find they do get flooded, you can just go through it with your detailing brush just to get some of the top coat out. Then I'm only going to cure it for no longer than 10 seconds in the lamp so that it's still a bit sticky. This is the gold leaf I'm using, and this is available from Nail Sugar. So this is going to be the wrapper of our chocolate. So I'm just going to place this on the slightly uncured top coat, and I'm only going to put it on roughly half of the nail. I'm just going to press it on with the tweezers, but I am going to push it on with my finger so that you make sure you can see all those little grooves in between each of the, the chocolate blobs. I'm just going to cover any gaps that I've got So you can do it so that it looks like the foil is sort of teared along the chocolate. This was just a really quick go. Well, this was actually my second go because I didn't like the first go that I did. So I think I left it like that. Gold leaf is so fiddly, I tell you. But it does look awesome on the nail. So you can see if I'd made the nail more of an almond shape, that would make a really awesome egg. So I'm going to cap the, no I'm not going to cap it. I'm going to top coat just the foil part, the gold leaf part in, not foil, the gold leaf, it's gold leaf. I'm going to coat it in a layer of no wipe top coat. Then I'm going to cure it and I'm leaving the chocolate end. And I'm going to coat that in a matte top coat. Again, you don't want to flood the, what are they called, the grooves. You don't want to keep them, you don't want them flooded because you want to see that they are actually grooves, if that makes sense. So I'm just using my detailing brush just to get some of that product out of the grooves. I said to my son this morning, I said, do you want some chocolate? I gave him the nail. I'm so rotten, aren't I? And he was like, I think he was going to eat it as well. I'm a mean mummy. And that's the nail finished. So I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget about my Nat Mug challenge, which is almost over. You've only got a few more days. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.